Now we can go for D and L notations. So which is helpful to give relative configuration for glucose also. We can compare the glucose configuration which is related to glyceraldehyde. So what is this glyceraldehyde? So glyceraldehyde is also one of the monosaccharide where we can represent that glyceraldehyde by CHO. Here there will be presence of central carbon atom, and either side it is attached to HOH, and next CH2OH. So it is the structure for glyceraldehyde. It is one of that important configuration with respect to glyceraldehyde. Now, in case of organic compounds, even including these carbohydrates, they can be represented by either D configuration or they can be represented by L configuration. They are considered as D and L notations. So these D and L notations are given by considering glyceraldehyde as standard. In case of these glyceraldehyde configurations, one is represented by D and another is represented by L. So now what is that difference between this D notation and L notation? So now, as I told you, glyceraldehyde is taken as standard. Here the central carbon atom which is attached to H on left hand side and OH on right hand side, the glyceraldehyde in which next to the CHO group or next to the CH2OH group, the carbon atom which is bearing OH group on right hand side will be denoted by the that is capital letter D, that is D-glyceraldehyde. And if you go for the same glyceraldehyde molecule, so here you can find there is a change in the placement of H and OH group here. So here in case of D, OH group is on right hand side, and here in case of L, OH group is on left hand side. There is nothing to worry about that confusion regarding capital D and capital L. You just remember, capital D and capital L always stands with respect to the configuration of glyceraldehyde. So we are giving that notation by comparing the relative configuration of glyceraldehyde. But if you take a small d and small l, so that small d and small l, they will represent dextrorotatory or levorotatory. Dextro means towards right or in clockwise direction, or levo means towards left or in anti-clockwise direction. Whichever the isomers which show optical rotation towards, they are rotating optical, that is optical activity, monochromatic light, they are rotating that light towards right hand side. So then they are considered as dextrorotatory, whereas those isomers which rotate plane polarized light towards left hand side, they are considered as levorotatory isomers, and even they can be represented by plus and minus. Plus means dextro, minus means levo. Here that plus represents that rotation is towards right hand side, and this minus denotes the rotation, optical rotation is towards left hand side, that is in anti-clockwise direction. So why I have considered this glyceraldehyde as standard? Because here once you take glyceraldehyde as standard, by comparing these notations, we can just give the same notation either D or L for different isomers. So now specifically I am taking glucose. Now we have already elucidated the structure of glucose, open chain structure, that was given by whom? That is Fischer. So he was able to give open chain structure for the glucose. He will denote that glucose as D positive, D plus glucose. Then what does this D stands for? He is relating the configuration of glucose with respect to the D-glyceraldehyde. So now you observe here. So this is the first carbon atom, and it is a second carbon atom, third carbon atom, fourth carbon atom, fifth carbon atom, and here it is sixth carbon atom. So now we can consider in case of glucose, which is that highest asymmetric carbon atom. So it is first asymmetric carbon, third carbon is second asymmetric carbon, then third asymmetric carbon and fourth asymmetric carbon. So fifth carbon is highest asymmetric carbon. So here the fifth carbon which is adjacent to this terminal CH2OH group like in case of glyceraldehyde. So specifically you should consider that, we should consider the highest asymmetric carbon atom, which is the fifth asymmetric carbon atom, which is bearing OH group on right hand side as in case of D-glyceraldehyde. Hence the notation for this glucose is given as capital D. Now is it clear for you? So that capital D stands for the relative configuration which is resembling D-glyceraldehyde. Then of course this positive symbol represents the glucose is said to be dextrorotatory. Dextrorotatory isomer. That is why we are giving that symbol as D plus glucose. So anyway, after considering this open chain structure, even the Fischer was not able to answer many other set of reactions like whichever that aldehyde group we can consider. Like aldehydes, this glucose is not able to give positive answers with different reagents. Then he will consider even there are certain limitations for open chain structure of the glucose. So once he will consider D plus glucose with respect to open chain structure, he was not satisfied by himself to give the explanation regarding failure of many reactions like which are similar to that of aldehydes. Like aldehydes, glucose were not able to give answers, positive answers for many reactions. Then you should know what are such limitations for the open chain structure of glucose. So even you should know the limitations of open chain structure of glucose which was given by the scientist by name Fischer. Limitations of open chain structure of glucose. Which are those limitations then? So very first limitation if you consider, aldehydes can easily answer 2,4-DNP test, 2,4-dinitrophenylhydrazine test. So glucose will not answer this 2,4-DNP test. They will not react with this 2,4-DNP reagent to give yellow, orange or red precipitate like aldehydes. So he will get question mark. So aldehydes, if they are containing CHO group, then definitely they are going to give answer for 2,4-DNP test. Even though glucose is having CHO group, but it is not able to give positive answer for 2,4-DNP test. So that was the one failure case with respect to open chain structure. And next, even he will consider another reagent, Schiff's reagent. So here there will be no coloration, pink coloration when glucose was made to react with this Schiff's reagent. And adding Schiff's reagent, actually aldehyde should give pink color. But here glucose, when it is added with Schiff's reagent, there is no color formation. So hence it is not answering Schiff's reagent test. So it is not giving positive answer with respect to Schiff's reagent. And not only these two reagents. And if we consider sodium bisulfite, by making glucose to interact with the sodium bisulfite, he was not able to get additional compound, additional product. In case of aldehydes, when aldehydes are made to interact with sodium bisulfite, they can easily form addition compound. But here, you won't get that addition compound on interaction between glucose and the sodium bisulfite. Then it will be doubtful for him. How come it is possible? Even though it is having CHO group, but it is not able to answer these reagents like similar to that of aldehydes. And one more, if you remember, glucose pentaacetate, when glucose on interaction with acetic anhydride, you will get glucose pentaacetate. But this glucose pentaacetate, whichever is formed, that will not react with NH2OH to form oxime. That means glucose pentacetate you will consider acetate. It will not interact with or it will not react with NH2OH to form oxime. You will not get further oxime formation on interaction of glucose pentacetate with NH2OH. So, these set of reagents indicates that there will be no interaction of these set of that is reagents with glucose. Then later we will consider that he will say only open chain structure of glucose cannot explain all the properties of glucose. Then he will go for there will be other structural formulas can be represented for glucose. Then which are those structural formulas can be written other than the open chain structure? Then he will come to conclusion that not only this open chain structure, glucose can also exhibit in cyclic ring structure. Fischer himself, he was able to give cyclic ring structure for glucose after considering these observations. So that is how we can now go for glucose is not only able to give open chain structure, it is also able to exist in cyclic ring structure. In order to explain cyclic ring structure for the glucose, the scientist by name Fischer, he was able to observe two types of that is two forms of glucose. One is alpha form of glucose, another one is beta form of glucose. These two forms of glucose were actually obtained starting with the same glucose. It depends on the difference in the temperature during the concentration of the glucose. When glucose was subjected for concentration at a particular temperature 303 Kelvin, then there will be formation of alpha form of glucose. In the same, that is starting from glucose, when it is subjected for concentration but at different temperature around 371 Kelvin, so there will be formation another form of glucose, beta form of glucose. Here you will observe difference in their specific rotation, optical rotation. That specific rotation shown by this alpha form of glucose, as he observed, that will be 112 degree, that is plus 112 degree. Whereas that beta form glucose will show that rotation in the form of, that is plus, specific rotation will be plus 19 degree. So he himself observed that there is a difference in the specific rotation of this alpha form and beta form. Then there will be difference in the structural formulae also. He was able to give not only that open chain structure, he himself has given the cyclic ring structure for both alpha form of glucose as well as for beta form of glucose. Now, once you start with the same open chain structure of the glucose, in nature there will be existence of open chain structure of glucose which is in equilibrium with the cyclic ring structure which are considered as alpha form of glucose and beta form of glucose. Now we can write that same formula, projection formula. Let me write, in spite of writing the CH, let me write this is CH double bond O. Then remaining there will be 4 dash lines and terminal we can write it as CH2OH. Now look over here, I can write it as H, OH, H, H, and here opposite side what you will get? OH, H, OH, H. So it is open chain structure. It is considered as represented as D plus glucose. Actually in nature this D plus glucose will be converting into cyclic ring structure, that is both in alpha form and beta form. Now actually how there is formation of cyclic ring, conversion of open chain into cyclic ring, that will be mainly due to the interaction between the fifth carbon atom, that is not sixth, fifth carbon atom. Here we can write OH. It is not H, it should be OH. Fifth carbon atom which is linked to OH group, which is in interaction with the terminal CHO group. Now as you can observe here, so let me write those alpha form and beta form. Here this double bonded oxygen atom, there will be shifting of this bond towards electronegative oxygen atom. The hydrogen atom of hydroxyl group which is belonging to fifth carbon atom will be get attached to this oxygen atom, that is for the first carbon atom. Then the first carbon atom will link to the fifth carbon atom through this oxygen atom. So they will result in the formation of hemiacetal cyclic ring structure. So now I can write it as here. So totally I have written 5 carbon atoms and terminal position I can write it as CH2OH. Now as you can see here, so here actually in case, so this hydrogen atom will get attached to the oxygen atom. Let me write to the first carbon atom. I can write OH to this oxygen atom because of shifting of the bond towards oxygen atom, and it is helping for attachment with the hydrogen of the fifth carbon atom. So here there is a linkage between oxygen of first carbon with hydrogen of fifth carbon atom. So now remaining we can write as it is. So here H, OH, H, H. Now which is remaining here, hydrogen is removed off here and it is get attached to this oxygen atom. Now this fifth carbon atom is going to link with, so we can write remaining as it is OH, H, OH. Now this carbon atom is going to link to the first carbon atom through which atom? Oxygen atom. Actually this form of glucose which is in the form of cycle, that is cyclic ring structure, but here I can represent it as alpha form of glucose. Alpha form of glucose. Alpha glucose. And here even we can write it as alpha D plus glucose. It is also alpha D plus glucose, that is alpha form of glucose. Now similarly, in spite of writing this H on left hand side and OH on right hand side, I will make the difference with respect to first carbon atom belonging to the glucose. Now I am going to do the change with respect to only the first carbon atom. So just observe here. So let me write how many carbon atoms totally? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So terminal CH2OH as it is. In spite of writing H, I will write on left hand side OH. Then H. Remaining will be as it is. See here. So now I can make this attachment of hydrogen atom on right hand side. Then opposite to H, OH, H, OH, it is OH. But now here we can find there will be linkage of the fifth carbon atom as you can see here through the oxygen atom, so that I can write this line along with the oxygen atom. It is making bond with the first carbon atom. So this is now it is named as beta form. Beta form. That is beta form of glucose. Beta form of glucose. It can also be represented as beta D plus glucose. Now both are represented by capital D notation and both are said to be dextrorotatory. Rotating optical rotation is towards right hand side. But what makes them different? They are considered as anomers. So alpha form and beta form of glucose are actually called as anomers. Then what are anomers? The isomers of glucose which are differing in C1, which are differing in the configuration around C1 carbon atom, which are differing in the configuration of C1 carbon atom, they are actually called as anomers. So which are those anomers? Alpha D-glucose and beta D-glucose. Where they are differing actually? So in alpha form, OH group is on right hand side and H is on left hand side, but in beta form, OH group is on left hand side and H is on right hand side. So now I am going to give that code for the arrangement of H and OH with respect to glucose in case of the cyclic ring. So that we are going to write yourself the Haworth structure or cyclic ring structure according to Haworth by considering this standard arrangement. So which is that code you can observe here? For alpha glucose, we can consider that code H left hand side, H, H, OH, H, H.